Coaches are saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive they started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, the Vikings sit 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
32-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. D'Angelo Malone in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now Jones throwing on third and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get it back on track.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Andrew Booth puts it on. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
So that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the double.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And cycle.
He'll drop to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones, and caught by Henry. They find some open field here.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Jones, off play action. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 46 yards.
And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you, quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jody Slide set to kick off.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw from his end zone, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 2nd down, Cook found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Jones now On first down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. D'Angelo Malone picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack on first down, Jones. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 21-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Jones.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with...
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Andrew Booth puts it off. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 in the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw from his end zone. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating, and they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Jones to throw from his end zone. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it'll bring up third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts,
his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Jones.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Falcons 31, Vikings 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant, and the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Down to about the 22 here.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as most.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 23-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find an open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle.